Good morning, beautiful people. I want to start today's video actually by thanking you all so much. Your response to yesterday's video, it was everything. It was everything. The comments that you gave me, the messages that I got. I love you guys so much. My beautiful Ohana, my friends, my family. I love you guys. I just am so thankful that you understood what I was trying to do yesterday. And Angie Floyd in particular, when you said that's not new, I'm going to cry again. When you said that's not new, that's who you are every day. Thank you for that. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I can't use this. If I cry, I've got to stop. Oh, thank you, Angie. Because I felt more seen in that moment with that comment than I do in most of my life, you know? And I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you all enough for giving me the space to create this particular video series and for appreciating it and for seeing what I'm trying to do here. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a little Moana related. When I saw the movie Moana, I saw it in the theaters. I actually went to a media preview of it. So I was, you know, one of the first audiences to see that movie. And I love that movie. I think that it is one of the great ones. But one part has always stayed with me. And it's that part in the beginning when she finally decides to answer the calling of her heart and take that boat that she found and get out to the sea. And the waves keep pushing her back to shore. And she crashes on the shore again and again and again to the point that the pig gives up and decides not to go with her anymore. And I think that is, when I saw that the first time, I just, that hit me as so much truth. When we start to follow our hearts, we are met with wave after wave after wave trying to push us back and keep us from where we want to get to. But here's the thing. Too many times we assume that's God saying you're going the wrong way, you can't follow your heart, you can't go that path, you need to stick with whatever you've been doing that's responsible or that your parents told you you should do or just life has shown you is your place in life. Stick to that. Like with Moana specifically, she was told that her place was as the daughter of the chief and to be on the land. But her heart knew it was to be out in the water. We are going to face those waves until we get past the shore break. Once you're past that, it's open sea and it's good sailing. The trick is to define, or not define, but the trick is to discern whether the resistance that you're meeting when you make a change in your life is a wave, just doing what a wave does, and you've got to get past it so you can get out to the open sea, or if it is literally, you know, the universe saying that's not the path for you. And I think the key to that is it's knowing yourself. You know, I think at the end of the day, we all have the small, quiet voice that tells us what's true. And a lot of this journey in this life is simply to listen to it. Is to get up the courage to listen to it. You know? And once we do that, then we're out on the open waves and it's wonderful. We can go meet our destiny. It doesn't mean there won't still be challenges along the way. I mean, like I said, the story of Moana is one of my favorites. I think that it's a great tale of how our life works. And, you know, that song, you know, How Far I'll Go, that's the question, isn't it? If you follow your heart, how far will you go? Right? Oh my gosh, it's super exciting. But it's also scary. It's the unknown. And those waves can be vicious. I know that I recently ran smack into this with my own choices that I've been making. Because right now, The universe, God is supporting us changing our stories. It is the time for it. It is the moment in history that we create new characters for the stories that we're living in our life. That we become something different. We become something more. That's what is going on right now. That is this shift that we're in. Moana had to rewrite her story. And when she did that, she saved everybody. And obviously, most of us are not going to have that grand of a story. And I think that therein lies part of the problem, if you will. I feel like too many of us think, well, I'm not here to cure cancer. I'm not here to save a nation. I'm not here to be president. I'm not here, you know, you're not here for those types of things. So therefore you think you don't matter, or that you're inconsequential in some way. And that is absolutely categorically untrue. You are here as an expression of the divine. Just by existing, you are fulfilling a purpose. The purpose, though, the actual true purpose, is to find your truth and to live from your heart. Because when you do that, I'm going to get a little metaphysical on you here right now, but when you do that, your vibration is perfect. What you're putting into the world, no matter what it is perfect. If we're all vibrating perfectly, what does the world become? What does the planet become? Somebody sees you vibrating perfectly, how does that inspire them? Then they start to try to change their vibe. And it's not a spiritual term. I'm not even talking about that, because not everybody is here to be spiritual or to express themselves in a spiritual way. We're all here with different purposes, different expressions. I think that it's, you know, when you take it down to its core, to its root, you know, we're the only ones out there that are beings. We're a human being. You know, it's not a dog being. It's not a butterfly being. We are human beings. And the definition of being, be is to exist. Ing is a verb. It's when you tag an ing, it's the expression of the action of the verb. So effectively a being is acting on existence. A human being is to act on existence. And I could get really deep on you and go into Aristotle and Plato and all of that, but I won't. I won't. I'm trying to keep these light. I'm not going to go deep into astrology. I'm not going to go deep into, you know, Aristotle. But I will say, when you think of it, at our core, in my belief, I believe we're all expressions of the divine. We're here on this planet with some expressions that we can change, like how we dress, how we speak, the jobs we do, the things we create. We can choose those things. And some expressions of, you know, our existence we can't. I'm a white female. That's who I am. That's, you know, an expression. I think as we go through life, we change a lot of our expressions. Like, I don't dress the way I dressed in the 80s. You know, I express myself differently now than I did in the 80s. But at my core, I'm still the same person with the same heart. And in my utopia, we're all just simply our hearts connecting with each other. You know, that's my utopia. And I think that's why I love Disney so much, because Disney is a place that my heart connects. And I see so many other hearts connect, and my heart connects with your heart. That's why for a long time on social media, I was this Disney heart. You know, our hearts connect there. And I love that. I love that. You know, we go to Disney and we feel, and you know, if you know, you know what I'm talking about. You feel it. You feel the magic there. You feel the joy there. And our hearts connect in that space, and it just becomes all the more magical, all the more beautiful. You know, yesterday I saw a photo of a young Facebook friend of mine. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. She was hugging Cinderella. She's here on a vacation right now, and I'm not going to share her personal story because it's not my place to do so, but she, in the caption on this photo, she said that she had just shared with Cinderella how watching her movie every night had gotten her through something incredibly difficult. And you could see the love in this photo from my young friend to Cinderella, and from Cinderella vice versa, okay? Not to spoil any magic or anything, you know, about Cinderella, but that girl was sharing love with my young friend in that moment. I wish you could see this picture. It is just beautiful. It is two hearts connecting. Sorry. It's two hearts connecting with love in the magic. And I don't think there's any more purer expression of God than that moment. God is love. And this world keeps us from one another. This world doesn't want us to follow our hearts. It doesn't want us to share our hearts. We feel stupid and we feel dumb and vulnerable. I've learned that more than anything the last couple of years just making videos like this. It's so vulnerable to make a video. And there are so many reasons not to do it. But at the end of the day, I believe we're here to live from our hearts and to connect from our hearts. I feel like the most important thing to do if you want a mission, if you want a purpose, if you want a destiny, is to figure out what your heart values if you don't already know. And if you already know, then start acting on that. If you're not. And if you are already acting on that, then good job. You're on your way. Woo! You're headed to your destiny and your purpose. And it doesn't matter how big or small it is. Every purpose matters. Every person on this planet matters. Get in your heart space. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. And then connect with other people. And at first, in the beginning, yeah, just connect with ones where it's safe. Because good grief, you don't need to bring on, you know, heartache and hard things that might make you turn and run the other way. Step out where it's simple. But down the road, you don't know where that's going to take you. Whose hearts you're going to touch. And how you will change this world. Just by being honest with yourself and living from your heart space. I'm going to wrap this one up. I love you very, very much. I appreciate you. And thank you for listening. Have a beautiful rest of your day.